Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back once again to not just a live unboxing, but a double live unboxing. And this is very, very exciting because this is a piece that I have absolutely fallen in love with. It's one of my absolute favorites in my collection. And through a certain amount of enabling, we have, we've accomplished two more in the collection for the Rogues. So I'm really excited. We have got Eric B. from All Things Art. We also have Dan Default from Wayne Manor North. And congratulations, gentlemen, on an incredible statue.
Oh, yeah. Super excited for this one. Yep.
Exactly. Thank you.
Of course, you saw Dan live pre-order on the channel at New York Comic Con. So that was exciting in itself. It seems like it got to you pretty fast.
Yeah, it got to me about 6 business days. So, coming from the West Coast to the East Coast, I didn't think that was too bad. And, when that live pre-order was on a Friday night.
Yep.
So I did talk to Sideshow customer service, and they do not ship on Saturdays. So even though their warehouse is working, they're not shipping on Saturday. So just kind of FYI for everybody, if you're ever wondering. So, but yeah, 6-7 days wasn't bad.
Not bad at all.
Yep.
Well, we've got a lot of our regulars in the chat, so hello to everyone. If you have questions as we go, please feel free to ask them. A lot of people are are congratulating Dan and Eric. It says Dan looks like he's posing for a picture. That's right. It's the thumbnail. It's the thumbnail pose. There you go.
Yeah, the thumbnail pose right there. Yeah.
But like Benny says, congrats, Dan and Eric. Phenomenal piece. So again, a lot of people, excited. We also have watching from Cape Town, South Africa. That's fantastic. The Bataholic says, open mine up today. Nothing like seeing that cape for the first time. Wow. Levi says, congrats, guys. Let's see. Eric, it says, Eric, how can you put that Hush Ivy on floor level? It's hard.
She actually looks good where she is. I don't know.
Yeah, she does. She does.
I like it there.
Critical Mass says, what's up? What time is it? It's Boxing Boys time. Absolutely. Matt K says, hey, Chris, Dan, and Eric, really wish I had room for this piece. This might be a piece, Matt, that you have to make room for. That's going to be the thing, is because I'm hoping it convinces more people, because I really think that you're going to enjoy this piece. So anyway, I want to thank the 70 people already in, 3 minutes in. Thank you guys so very much. And again, we're going to be unboxing, double live unboxing tonight, the Batman Detective Comics 1000. The link is in the pinned description. If anybody is interested, it is shipping right now from Sideshow. And from time to time, I think I saw it a second time where it was on Sideshow Seconds.
Saw it yesterday. Lasted about 3 minutes.
I don't even think that. I think it's crazy fast. But anyway, congrats to everybody that's picked up this piece, because again, I'm just wowed by it every time it's the first thing I look in the room. Just because and you guys are going to find out yourself. It's just an incredible piece. So away we go. Do you guys want to go ahead and get started?
Yeah. Hey, Chris, I do want to mention, because I've had a few people ask, just based on the haul video, I did have another piece come in today. Actually arrived yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
And it is the Batman Rough Justice canvas by Alex Ross.
Wow. That looks so much better than it did in the booth.
Oh, I love it.
Yep.
With that silver edge versus the purple.
Yep. Oh my God. It just classed it up 1000%. So, video doesn't do these pieces justice, nor do pictures, but no pun intended, but this piece is just awesome. Huge shout out to Charles. They got back from New York Comic Con when I'm sure they had about 1 million things to do from a follow-up standpoint. They got this piece right out, got it. It was reframed. So the frame that it was displayed in their gallery didn't match my collection. So we arranged to have the whole thing restretched, reframed, the whole bit. And it was done in, a week, So huge shout out to Charles and Ari and the team over there at Choice. They're awesome people to work with awesome art. So
just incredible. And it turned out so nice. Do you know where it's going to go?
I do.
Top secret location?
Yes, I'm being coy.
Okay, very good.
There are some display changes coming to Wayne Manor North in the next few days. So more to come on that.
Well, that's exciting. That's very exciting.
Yes, it is.
Dylan Hicks says shipping on this Batman is $515 for me in Missouri. If I can get it free or discounted shipping for Black Friday deal, then I'll buy it. And so, that was definitely something that held, I know, especially Dan up there for a bit. I know you had it in your cart multiple times and you're just like, I can't do it.
I did.
Because the shipping on this one was stupid. stupid a lot. You know, it's just like 400, 500, you know, whatever.
Yep.
And I know, Eric, you got to pay the same price. But it's just one of those things where it's somebody asked me today in a private message. They said, you know, Chris, I was quoted this much money for this particular statue. You know, I contacted customer service for Sideshow, and it's getting to the point where some of these shipping costs, you're going to have to, again, either make a choice. You're going to have to say, if it's something that you want bad enough, pay the shipping, but then you're going to have to probably miss out on another piece you wanted. In a lot of cases. So that's just what they asked me. Like, how much would you pay for shipping on something? I said, it really just depends on how much you want the piece.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
this was an expensive statue. It was like $2,100 with shipping. So
yeah,
I'm a little nervous to unbox it just because my expectations are so high in this piece. I'm a little worried I might be disappointed by it for the price. So I'm crossing my fingers and see how it goes.
Well, hopefully, as much as I love mine, it'll hopefully sell it on yours. Because I think, you know, once you actually see it in person, guys, I think you're going to be wowed by it. At least that's my hope. That's my hope.
All right. Well, don't keep us waiting any longer.
That's right. Oh, Charles Carroz is in the house, actually.
Hey,
so that was
Charles.
very cool. So glad I could help Dan enjoy. That's awesome. Again, just an absolutely incredible piece. It was a joy for me to watch you buy it. So that was really cool. And again, Choice Fine Art, phenomenal. And again, somebody reached out to me and said that they used the BSC Diehl for one of the Bermejo prints. So congratulations. And I think Charles still has that offer up. So if you're interested in any of those pieces at a slight discount, Charles Carroz is your man. So there you go.
Perfect.
Okay, let's get going, guys. Here we go.
Awesome. Well, I did crack the tape already. I haven't opened the boxes yet, so I'm just gonna get the base out, I guess, first.
You got it. I'll kind of go back and forth between the two of you, and
I'm assuming the base is in the smaller box, correct?
It has to be. It's so heavy.
It's the heavier box has the base.
Oh wow, the chimney is tall. Huh, that's kind of cool.
Brad Ladner in the house. Hey, Brad. Hope you're doing great. Got Mike Stainbrook, Benny Vogel, George, Henry, Sean, Nicholas.
Oh wow.
Charles Carroza says, thanks, guys. Yes, the Bermejo deal will do to the end of the month. So, yeah, that's phenomenal.
There you go.
Great deal, Charles.
Oh, wow. I'm surprised the chimney's attached to the base. I thought that would be separate.
I was too. That kind of surprised me.
It basically is an extra support to support, which really, I kind of wonder at first if when they first engineered this, it was designed to have a heavy cape, to have an actual polystone cape, because I don't really feel like they need that chimney at all now.
It's not that heavy either.
But you know what, though, Chris? I think it's kind of a nice component of the building. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just think it looks nice, but
it fits. I mean, it's kind of in the background, so you don't, it's not. I don't know if it was necessarily in the cover art, but again, I feel like they just did it as part of the engineering.
Right.
So you can kind of see the profile. We were talking before. It just doesn't really have too bad of a depth to it. It's a little bit deeper when you have the cape and the smoke.
I like the textures on the roof tiles, like the shingles and the textures on that look nice. Those don't come across in pictures when I've seen various people posting theirs.
That right there, that angle you're looking at, I think that looks really good with that roof line right there. You can see the detail on the shingles on that side.
Yep.
I like the colors of the base, the purples and the blues.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what I was most worried about, is if you guys would like the purplish color, because it's a little different for a statue. But I feel like it sets the mood of it.
But you know what?
I do.
A little different is good.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh,
this reminds me a lot of the Jimenez Joker, with how he uses like those turquoise and purple colors.
Yes.
So I think this is going to go great because I have the Jimenez Joker on order. I wish I could fit the punchline, but same with punchline. She has like the same, color scheme going on.
Yeah, I think it's all going to look really nicely together.
Wow, the spare bust.
It's huge, right?
It's massive.
I told you, it's crazy how big it is.
Wow.
But I love it because it's so substantial.
Yeah, that's a legitimate statue once you put
And
a portrait
isn't
on
it like 150 at Sideshow for the extra torso?
Yeah, 150.
Yeah,
Yeah, 150. So I mean, imagine.
Actually,
Yeah, look at that. It's massive.
I actually have this on order. I guess I'm gonna have to cancel it or
Well, keep
get
it
another
because
one.
you can put the extra head sculpts on there
Yeah, that's true.
because it only comes with the one. So a lot of people are ordering extra ones of those at 150 a pop, and then you can put the extra torso heads on there.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So if you want to display it that way. Like I've got two that I love. I've got two portraits. So I don't probably need to do that because I already have the extra portrait on display. But I'm curious. I'm really curious whenever you guys get the head sculpts on which ones. Because did you both buy the deluxe?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's good. I'm curious as to which ones you like the most.
Wow.
Okay. What are you up to, Dan? You doing?
I just took the I opened up the part with the legs.
Okay. Let me get up to that.
Wow, he's huge.
Wow. Yeah, his legs are massive. Holy cow.
His legs are massive.
Yeah, definitely works out. I'm
I'm
looking at this right next to my Batman Damned, and his legs look thicker than Batman Damned's legs.
Do you think it scales okay together though? You think Batman Damned's
just
a
by
little
looking at
undersized?
the legs, I don't. This definitely looks bigger than the Batman Damned legs, but I'm assuming he's going to be bigger just based on the size of the cape and the overall statue. But yeah, right off the bat, he's a thick boy.
I want to give a shout out to Dylan Hicks. He's talking about the Linda Carter. I saw your pictures in the group. Great pictures, Dylan. She looks really great. And actually, we have a Wonder Woman guest review tomorrow, so you guys can see that firsthand.
I actually watched that today. It's up for the members.
Yeah, what'd you think?
Whoever did that video did a great job. It
was Eric. Eric did it. Eric
nice.
Carlson, and it's really amazing. It's the first time he's ever done one too.
It was excellent job making that video. It's great.
Yeah, I thought he did really, really great.
This thing is unreal. Wow.
All right, so
enormous.
I'm having issues with my peg going in all the way.
Okay, so is it the back leg?
Yeah, there's only one peg, so yeah, the
Okay,
back
so
leg.
somebody posted in the group today that they had a slight issue with theirs.
Eric, I just did as well, and then I just took it out and did it again.
Yeah, mine's like,
and it went in.
I think it's got to be the
mine's like
right,
stuck
the
in there.
perfect angle.
I can't even get it back out. Holy cow! Shit. All right. Yeah, I can't even get back up.
Oh boy!
I have to try to push it down.
Try to do the wiggle.
Yeah,
Do the wiggle.
Yeah,
it's about like a quarter of an inch. It's not terrible, but it's not all the way in.
It'll
so weird it got stuck.
It'll probably maybe settle over time. Maybe it's like the temperature, differences and stuff.
It could be, but I hate.
Even though this was sitting in my house for a few days, so
I hate for you to not to be able to get it out of though.
yeah, it's not going in anymore. I don't want to break it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it for now.
Okay. Yikes! Sorry about that.
Yeah, I saw that post today on Facebook. The guy was having an issue with that. Dan, yours is okay? Like yours is all the way down to the base?
It wouldn't go all the way in. Same thing, about a quarter of an inch. But then I
Yeah.
just took it all the way out and redid it, and it went in.
Okay. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Maybe like once everything's on, the weight will settle it down.
Henry's asking Eric if this piece is going on one of the shelves behind you. I know that it's not. Do you want to tell people where it's going to go?
No, so he's going where I had Batman New 52 temporary, which I just boxed up today. That's why I haven't opened this yet. I needed somewhere to put him. So I have another side table off on the side of my wall. I could probably tilt the camera later and show you. I'm hoping it's going to fit on where I plan to put it. But yeah, it's off to the side. I have like more display on the side and on the other side of my room where I have Batman Sanity and a few other pieces.
Brad Ladner says, eat some spinach and try again.
I don't want to break it. That's the thing.
Billy Rio says, Eric, I had to use some force on mine.
Okay.
It's just crazy that it won't come back out.
Chris, you mentioned angle, and I think you're right.
It's in there good. I'm just going to let it settle until I go messing with it.
Well, maybe once you get the torso on, it'll push it down into place.
Probably wouldn't be a good look if I broke it on a live camera.
But the other foot's seated properly. It looks flat to me.
The back heel on the other foot is hovering about 1/8 of an inch, like this.
Okay, so just this got to be the angle then.
But the front of the foot is touching, so I don't know if it's supposed to be like that.
Let me go look on mine real quick.
Okay.
I really like the base. I was afraid it was going to look too small, but I think it looks really cool.
Yeah, it's not super big.
You know, a lot's been made about the force perspective of it, but I don't see it. Like I went in hand, you're so busy looking at the statue itself that I just feel like the base adds to it, but I don't feel like it distracts from it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of glad that it's not just, you know, a couple of big gargoyles or, you know, something like that, or the top of a gargoyle, or I kind of like this. I think it looks cool, and it's a perfect representation of the artwork.
Absolutely.
You know,
Eric, I did just check my back foot is probably 2 centimeters off the back.
Okay. What does that convert to in U.S. measurements?
Oh, I don't know. It's probably like it's probably like 1/4 of an inch. Maybe not quite that much.
All right, so that's about what mine is.
So it's a little bit up, but the front of the foot's definitely flat.
Oh, the front's flat? Yeah, mine.
Yeah, the front's flat.
All right, what are we up to?
I see the smoke.
I guess.
So
Did we do the smoke? Did we do the body? What does it say in the steps?
Yeah, what is it?
I think you want to do
next.
I think you can do the smoke next.
Do the smoke?
Step 3 is the smoke. Yeah.
Yeah. And see, I want we're looking at Dan's right now, but like you could see where it has a little tiny keyhole in the front corner. And some people they really not liked the smoke. And so you can display it just like this and really, I think, be okay. You know, you could maybe try to fill it with something, but just be real careful, guys. They say to be really careful with the smoke. It is fragile.
This piece is big.
And it's big. I mean, you can see it's just crazy.
Hello.
It's crazy how big this thing is. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Oh, it's cool.
Dan,
It's
can you hear
got
me
a on the bottom.
Yeah.
Too.
Looks like it looks like a saxophone or something. Like
I just stabbed myself in my ear.
yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
All right. It's definitely fragile.
But yeah,
right.
It keys in right in the front, and it doesn't key in anywhere other than the front. You would think it would like magnetize somewhere else, but it just kind of keys in. Make sure you have enough space, Dan, to keep it flat on that turntable there.
Yep, and it does.
Okay. And it kind of comes up and kind of sort of rests on the other part of it. It's kind of
I like that.
Yeah, I think it looks really good. And then of course you add the bats to it too.
And you know what? It kind of looks again, didn't come through in pictures for me at least. It looks like it's a translucent resin.
It might be, and you notice that it's got different color, like on the underside, it's a darker color.
Yeah,
could be. I wonder if you put a light under it, if you could like light it up, like and see through it a little bit. It's not fully translucent, but it definitely feels like it could be.
It looks like I don't know if it's just the paint or the
like it's painted over it. If it is.
Oh yeah, I can see right through it.
Oh, you got a light on it?
I got my.
Oh wow!
Nice.
So maybe you're right. Maybe that's exactly what it is.
I don't know if that's working on camera, but see, oh, there you go.
Yeah, you can see a little light through.
Yeah, you can see. I can see clearly right through it.
Yeah.
Nice.
So maybe that's why it's a little bit more fragile. Is just the material used, but I think it works really well. I like it.
Yeah,
I've always liked the Gotham by Gaslight piece by them.
I love that piece,
and I do too. And I don't love the scale, but there's a lot of people that hated that smoke, and I that's what I liked about it. You know, that London smoke billowing up, and I just thought that was really. And that reminds me of this piece.
Man, if that piece was quarter, I'd own it.
Oh, I would too in a second. I've almost bought it like 30 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of the smoke, Eric? I think it looks really good on you.
I like it. I like the way they shaded it. Like, so the bottom has like this bluish shade, which matches the building. It's really nice. I just wish maybe they had like something holding the left side.
I agree. I was shocked that there was not another pin or a key or something there. It literally holds in by that corner.
Because it's making me a little nervous that it might fall out. Because is it a magnet? Do you know? Because I can't tell if it's a magnet or if it's just fitting.
I feel like there's a slight magnet in there, but it's not a lot of one. And so that was the thing is like, so I have mine, I don't know if you guys can see, but I've got mine on just like a stand. And so my smoke's half hanging off.
Yeah.
And so you really want it on a flat surface if possible, because, you know, it's got to have that flatness to hold it up, basically.
Yeah.
Back a little bit on my table.
A lot of
Yeah, I
people
got
are
it, like,
This is awesome.
a lot of people are saying like, be careful with the smoke on those turntables. Not really a fan of the smoke in statues, but this one really looks really nice.
yeah, I just moved mine back on the turntable so it's not hanging as much.
Yeah, I think that'll help a little.
Hopefully it doesn't go flopping off during the unboxing. What are we up to next?
Kickback said this will end up like the Hush Superman. Once it's gone, you're going to be paying big bucks.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, Chris, that was one of the factors that had me buying it when I did.
Yep.
I had been, you know, hedging, waiting, put off by the shipping. And between your positive commentary on it and your experience, as well as everyone else's that was getting it, I thought this is going to be the next Hush Superman potentially.
Yep.
Yeah.
I really agree. Looking really great so far. You guys could probably do the bats.
Holy cow, the bats are huge.
They're way bigger than Hush.
It's like Man Bat.
Look at that. Yeah, that was what I was most surprised about, was like how big. Look at that thing. I mean, look at that. It's so much bigger than Hush.
Wow.
I think that's the one I'm going to have Jason sign.
Yeah, Chris, that's a great idea. I'm kind of kicking myself for not having, by the way, just so you know, I'm having major regret about not having Murphy sign that panel of the bike.
Oh, really?
But I'll see him again.
I was going to say, he's a lot easier to find than some of the other artists.
Yeah.
Where
does this one go?
Yeah, so weren't they supposed to be color coded or something like that?
Well, this one's got a big key on the end of his wing.
I think that one goes into the actual instructions are pretty helpful. The big one, I think, let's see, the big one.
Oh, I see it. It's on the
one that looks like a V.
Yeah.
A V shape. That one goes in the front of the base on the angled part of the roof. There's a hole right there. So the one that looks like a V, that goes in the front. So, yep. That's right. And then that one goes in the front, Eric. Yep, just like that.
What are you guys talking about? Where are you?
Okay, so on the other, so turn it around. Keep turning it. Nope, the other way.
Oh, the other way?
Yep.
Yeah.
Keep turning it right there. Okay. So both of them are on that side. One is right there on the corner, and one is on the angled part of the base, and it's the V one, the one that looks more like a V.
These things are massive.
Brad said they're color coded to their pegs, so they should be color coded to their pegs.
Yeah.
I don't see any colors yet on.
I saw one that's red, but
yeah, the smoke has red, but the actual bats don't have colors on them.
Red goes in the smoke, and teal by his foot. I think Eric's got him.
I got two on.
Yeah, the red one goes. The red one goes in the smoke.
They're like pterodactyls compared to
they're massive, but I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. Where is the red one though? I don't even.
So step 7 and 8 are the bats, and then step 9 is the body.
It might be in with the top.
So where are the other two?
I can't remember where the third one is.
Oh, we missed 5 and 6. I skipped a step.
Eric.
This is like me doing Legos.
I found the red one. Oh my God, the cape! Holy!
Yeah, there it is. There's a reaction to the cape.
Holy crap!
I gotta open this thing up.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
And Chris, you said it's not heavy, right?
It's not heavy. You're gonna be weirdly surprised.
Weirdly surprised.
Hey, we got Jeff from Secret Sanctuary in the house saying, "Is this the Prime One Addict support group?" Yes, you are in the right place. You are in the right place, my friend. Now we got to convince him to get this one now. No pressure, Delaney.
He really should.
I just got a glimpse of the case.
3 guys testifying to this thing now. P1 Enablers Group. Yeah, we should start that as a Facebook group.
Don't worry. It's just the
P1
top of the box.
enablers.
All right. I found the blue bat.
You found a blue
All right.
bat.
So these have colors on the bottom.
Yeah, the blue goes in by his foot. And that one should be red.
So this one they did.
Oh, let me see it again. Or stand it upright. Or so it's like,
See,
let me see.
the other ones didn't have paint on them. They were just black.
Yeah.
Is he lunging forward?
I believe so. I don't know.
Okay, that one might be the smoke one then.
The smoke is definitely red. So
Okay, then you got
only
one
other
you got
spot
one on
this could
wrong
go.
then. Okay,
Sure.
that one in the front, the one on the base, not by
Yeah,
his
this one?
foot, that one. That one is that one red?
No, this one's black.
Let me see the side profile of it.
It fits good where I had it though.
I think that one goes in the smoke.
No,
Yep.
the red one goes in the smoke, definitely. The only one that I see that's colored is the red and the blue.
Well, where's your red one then?
I didn't get to that yet. I see
There's
the
only
smoke
three.
is
There's only 3 bats.
no, there's 4, I think. 1, 2.
I
there is
only have
4.
3.
I'm sorry, there is
3?
4. One is between his legs.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I forgot that there's 4. That's my bad. I forgot that
No
there's the
problem.
4th one.
My red one doesn't want to fit.
I'm not up to that yet. All right, let's see.
It took me a little. You have to wedge it a little bit.
Do you?
Yeah, I had to do that on mine too. It
Yeah,
made
it's
me
nice
real
they made
it made me really nervous.
Yeah.
it's nice that they put metal pegs on the bats.
Yeah.
So what they use on the Hush Batman to attach the bats? Was it just like
Oh my God! What a nightmare that is.
Yeah, you don't. That one's just a disaster.
It's a disaster with the bats, and half the time they fall off.
I just caught a glimpse of one of the head sculpts and it looks good.
Oh, you're gonna love them.
Wow, this does not want to fit in here. Holy cow!
That's the red one.
Yep. I think I might have to. I think it's the dried paint they put in there, the red paint.
Yeah, mine's sticking too. Assuming I'm putting it in.
I had to use a little bit of force, and that made me real nervous because that smoke is already a little bit.
Yeah, you can see the red paint's like chipping away as you
Right.
put it in and out.
But it should. The bat should face outward.
Yeah.
If that helps any.
Yeah, I don't want to break it. Be careful, Dan. It's the smoke is fragile.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep my hand.
Other way, Eric. The
What's
bat
that?
should face you. The bat should face you. Yep, like that. He's facing out.
Oh, I got it.
Okay, I just say I heard you click it in.
Yep.
So yeah, make sure he's facing outward.
Okay. Yeah, you got to like get it on the perfect angle.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Just a little bit of pressure.
I did take off a little bit of the red paint, but I guess no
I
big
did
deal.
too.
Say you're probably right. It probably did dry a bit. But
Nice.
yeah, they're
There's
so
a-
much
there's a-
bigger and I feel like it just goes in so much easier than the Hush one.
Eric, what box was the blue one in?
The same as the red. So there were 2 in the small box and 2 in the larger box.
Okay, so in the larger box.
It was in the corner. Well, no, the blue one. Where was the blue one? Now I forget. It was by the top of the cape.
Sergio B just ordered the new Harley Quinn on Throne. Congratulations.
Oh, I got it. Yep, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah, Kev, they're stuck in there good. Be careful getting them out.
Rylex says, just got mine earlier this week from Sideshow. The smokestack building piece was entirely snapped off. Oh, no. And had
wow.
and downward head chipped on the chin. Well, I hope you guys were able to get a replacement, Rylex. Contact Sideshow customer service. They'll hook you up.
Wow, the whole smokestack was.
Yeah, I said the whole smokestack broke off.
That sucks.
I
That's what
haven't
makes me
seen-
nervous about the cape because the cape is attached to the entire body.
But that's what's great is that if it is not polystone.
I saw somebody report that they received theirs with a broken tip on the cape. So now they have to go get a whole new body
Oh,
and everything.
man, yeah,
That's
whole new
insane.
body. Ryan says Fabok is greater than Hush. I personally think so. I'm curious to see what they say.
Dan, the turquoise is like under his legs.
I think you got it.
Does yours have turquoise on the metal pin on the bat itself?
On the bat, yes. Does yours?
It does?
I think, let me double check. I thought it did.
Mine just has black.
Maybe you got the wrong ones. I don't know. Yeah, mine has turquoise.
Brad says, when a bat comes along, you must click it.
There you go.
I'm having some trouble in the chat, maybe. Let's see. The longer I watch this, the more indecisive I get. I just need a Fabok Batman. Which one should I go with? So you could be like me and just get all of them, because I am getting that Batman versus Joker. I'm afraid, Henry, if you wait too much longer, it might be really hard to get. That's the only problem.
The face should be. Oh, maybe that's wrong. I think the face is supposed to be facing you.
Just the only way it
The
fits.
The bat's face should be facing you under the legs.
Facing, like the front of the statue.
Yep.
Really?
Maybe you have. Well, that'd be weird if they put it in the wrong box. Mine was. So the two colored ones were in the big box.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah. Okay. It's
got it.
Is he kind of at like a 35-degree angle?
Yes, he's tilted.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Then yeah,
Like he's going
right.
off to the left.
Yeah, I didn't have the paint on the pin; it just was black.
Oh, that's weird.
And I checked the other one that's on the roof tile, and that's black also.
Did your other two bats have colors, or just the blue and the red?
Just the red.
Okay, so I have red and blue, and then the other two were just black.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty easy, for anybody.
I mean, if you're
the ones with the metal pins that are like the one on the smoke and the one by his foot are clearly smaller than the other bats.
Okay, that's a good point. One has a key. So you have black, blue, red, and then one has a key on it with a magnet. All right, that makes sense.
Right.
All right.
Yep.
Dan, Jay is asking, what Alex Ross print do you regret not buying? Do you have a regret piece?
Do I have a regret piece? Yeah, I have one, and I kind of own it. So I have the Face of Villainy, and it is a lithograph print on a giclée on paper, and I wish I had it in canvas.
Yeah,
and that may be something that I change down the road. It's a big, expense difference, but I think it would be worth it. So that's probably the one. I mean, he's got some other Batman. I certainly, love the piece, Chris, that you just purchased that now you and Eric both have. I just don't know where I'd put it, quite frankly. So
yeah,
but yeah,
yep, that's right. There, and I got the one you just bought on the other side of the wall. I love that one.
I love it. I love the whole sketch thing. I just think it's so different. So it's funny. Matt Martin was going to purchase. He kind of saw it in the choice booth first when we were there in New York, and he decided against it. And I said, if you decide against it, I'm buying it.
And that's all it took.
And he held off. And the only reason I think he held off, I don't know if Matt's watching tonight, but the only reason he held off was because his new bat cave is under construction. He goes, I don't have anywhere to put it right now. So
yeah.
What's the run on your canvas? That new one you just got. What's the new one?
This is number 15 of 100.
Okay, I have 35 of 100.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so it's the same. So we have the same edition.
Yeah, it starts with like I don't know what it says before the numbers. It's like DCX or some weird writing before.
Yeah, I can never tell what that says. I always wanted to look into that.
There should be a certificate on the back of the frame. I know Charles always frames the certificates on the back, and I believe it tells you all the info.
So it's oh, wait a minute. This says, oh, that's the end of the X. I'm sorry. This isn't number 15. This is number 5.
Oh, even better.
Nice.
Yeah, it's they kind of loop their X, and it looks like a 1 in front of the 5, but it is DX.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's what mine is.
Piece number DX5, in an edition of 100, there were 25 artist proofs that were produced that are AP in designation, and there were 25 printers proofs that were PP in designation, and both of those were 25 each. So a total run of this canvas of 150 pieces.
Crazy. So awesome.
Yeah, and Eric, you were right. This is the Clampett certificate.
That's what's on the back of mine.
Yep. Yeah, they
That I
would have
got-
come through Clamp It.
that I got through Charles. Yep.
The original license.
Yep, same thing.
So, and this is 2012. So
Awesome. Number 5.
the 10th anniversary we got. So
That's
pretty cool.
fantastic.
So that canvas is actually the cover art to his Rough Justice sketchbook.
Oh, really?
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, they made 2 of them. One, I believe the hardcover is Superman, and they also make a Superman matching canvas. And then the soft cover, the paperback, is the artwork you're looking at now is the cover art for that book.
Oh, very cool.
Actually, I have it right here. I can show you.
I have a question. So I was
Eric, I really think you should sell that in the auction show.
I was looking at frames this week. Whenever you have an 11 by 17, which a lot of the prints we get are, do you use 11 by 17 frame, or do you mat it up and go bigger?
So, I'm gonna have to get. Is that out of print? Do you know, Eric? Like if you have that,
it might be. I purchased this a long time ago.
I bet you can find it on eBay or something.
So they make this in a canvas too, and this is what the hardcover would be if you get the hardcover, I believe.
Yeah, Charles had that on display.
So this is like the soft.
Oh, and it's a soft.
Oh,
I'm gonna
that's
look for
awesome.
that. Hey,
Yeah, you got to get that.
Hey, Eric, when you get a chance, maybe after the show or something, could you shoot me a snapshot of the barcode?
Yeah, I'm checking the inside to see if it says the edition.
What's it called? I'm gonna look it up on eBay real quick.
Rough Justice.
Rough Justice.
It might be on
this
Amazon.
Mine is from 2010.
Hey Don, Dan.
Yeah.
eBay's got one $15 free shipping right now.
Oh, there you go.
$15.
15. Here's one for $12.22.
Oh, perfect. Oh, that's good.
$11. So there's a whole bunch on eBay.
Something
I paid more than that for mine.
Wow, that's awesome.
I mean, there's some on here for $89, but there's some. This one's $12.22 free shipping.
Wow.
The cover price is $25. So
yeah,
Wow.
here's $25, $35, $29. But some, I mean, obviously there's $100 one, but $30. But there's some that are $12 shipped.
Wow, awesome. That's cool. Yeah, that's going to be a cool book. I'm going to enjoy that.
Yeah, that's really neat.
this is the canvas I have. This is Absolute Justice.
Is that the big one?
That's right.
The big one?
Yep.
Yeah, this is that big one I have. I barely even looked at this book. I got to one day go through all my books.
Hey, I want to thank the 160 people watching right now. Thank you guys so very much. Please hit the like button for me. It helps us out and helps spread the love. So thank you very, very much. And again, like this video. For how awesome is this that Dan and Eric get these statues tonight? This is even cooler. I love it.
Chris, I've got something else as well. So I think a lot of people, if you watch regularly here on the channel, you hear I'm kind of a stickler for anatomy.
Yeah.
The Poison Ivy Arkham City piece notwithstanding, I really thought the foot here, his left leg, the way that he's bent over his foot and bending at the ankle would bug me.
Yep.
It's not bad at all. I think pictures don't do this any favors. I don't know why. It just doesn't capture it properly.
Yep.
But it just looks like he's flexing at the ankle like you would if you were in this position. So as somebody who's a stickler, it doesn't bug me at all. I don't see
as you have said on multiple occasions about photography and what cameras do to distort photos.
Yep.
I think this is an excellent piece of that, because I get what people are saying. I understand that, if you flex your leg that way, it might look a certain way or it doesn't look right. But again, in person, it works. I don't think it looks weird at all.
No, agreed. Completely.
What do you think, Eric? Do you feel the same way?
From the front, I think it looks fine. Yeah, I mean, there is a weird angle on that ankle, but I don't think it's terrible.
I think one thing to keep in mind, so the foot is dramatically elevated relative to his right foot. The toe is pointing out as it would. See, the thing that's different for me about this than the Poison Ivy piece is this actually looks like the way you would position your foot and your leg if you were in this position.
You're actually planted.
Yeah. The foot's planted, toes facing out just a little bit, but then you have to bring your knee in at the angle that he is. And I don't know. To me, it looks like a natural position. And
the way I look at it, if you're hovering over a rooftop 100 feet in the air, your body's going to do some weird things to make sure,
without a doubt.
Sure you're not going to fall off that roof. So
yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true.
Uh,
All right, let's get to this cape.
hold on. I wanted to finish asking that question about the 11 by 17. Do you frame, Do you frame it by 11 by 17 or do you go bigger frames?
So most of the time I will mat them.
Okay.
Just
do you know to what size?
No, Chris, because I order them through that website.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. I don't usually I feel like they kind of get a little bit cheap. I don't know. Some look good. Like I turned Eric onto a frame that I found at Michael's that is a nice frame. Like I've got a narrow wall on one side of a set of my doors here, right? And I can't really fit too comfortably a matted 11 by 17. So I found a beveled edge frame at Michael's, really inexpensive, but presents really nicely and looks good on the 1117 just by itself. So depending on space, really, but I think just a thin, flat 1117 frame, I think you kind of take something away from the print. I do too. And that's what I've put a couple of them in that frame. Yeah. And I'm like, I just don't love it. I just feel like it simplifies it. I've got like Natalie Sanders. I've got a print of hers that I've got matted that matches the print. I've got a Victor Garduno print of Batman, the Batman, that I have that way. It just adds a lot to it. I think it really richens the artwork. So, well, if you could, at the very least, if you could just get me a measurement of that size of the frame, it'll give it I'll send you the website, Chris, and it steps you through it. So if you tell it what size the artwork is, and you just say add. I usually actually double mat mine, so I can put that little thin color mat under the black. Yep. And it does it automatically. You don't have to know the outer dimensions. Okay. All you have to know is the artwork. Okay. Good to know. Yep. All right. I think you guys are ready for the big boy. Oh yeah, please, God. Yeah. The moment of truth. That's right. Holy Christmas. Yeah. It is huge. And again, I'm just so happy that it's not polystone. I don't even know that this would work if it was polystone. Oh my God. Holy. So there's like there's a piece of foam stuck in the body, which is nice. Yep. And it helps protect it a little bit. This is making me nervous. Dan's wrestling with the paper. The paper. Oh my God. Eric's wrestling with the paper. Look at the. I mean, look at that. Look at the size of it next to Eric right there. It's crazy. I'll have Dan hold his up too. Oh, I'm gonna have to watch the ceiling fan. Yeah, be careful. Yeah, be real careful. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Oh my God. Look at that. Okay. It's crazy. Yeah, there you go. There's a close up for Eric right there. It's just beautiful. It's just a beautiful sculpt. It's like a little bat baby. Oh, there we go. There it is. The mounting. That's it. I might have to shut off my ceiling fan. Yeah, be careful. Yeah, I'm gonna be right. Let me shut off my fan. Okay. Also, Dan, it should be careful. It should fit snugly there in the back of the chimney. Also, that's gonna make sure it's seated properly into the belt. Oh wow. You should definitely feel it click. Yep, I did. Okay. Yep. Wow. Oh my God. Isn't it nuts? Oh my God. Oh my God. It's just nuts. There's Eric's. Whoa, duck. Yeah, looks like it's fit in right. Nice. God, it's an awesome piece. Wow. Wow. Oh, so great. Yeah, everybody's like, wow. Yeah, it's like a plastic material almost. Yeah, I was gonna say it's definitely like a heavy duty PVC. Dan, put your head up there. It looks like it looks like a bobblehead. Bobblehead. I love it. That's too funny. That's great. Yeah, there you go. There's a screenshot right there. There you go. Screenshot. I love it. Look, I mean, just look how great that looks. You know what it reminds me of? It's like an ABS plastic to what they use for cars, like the bumpers or like underneath the tire well. It's like that flexible, like that, rubbery plastic. Yeah, the Rhino Guard stuff. Yep. Yep. Wow, you talk about presents. Holy! I tell you. Wow.
I mean,
You know what's good about this? You could probably heat this up and bend it too if it sticks out too far in the back.
You might be able to.
Yeah, I bet you could.
Don't go doing that and blame me if you break yours. But
Yeah, no
if
kidding.
this doesn't fit where I want to put it, I might bend some of these pieces forward, I think.
But I mean, again, talk about a statement piece in your collection.
Yeah.
It's so impressive with the cape. The cape just.
Good Lord, that's just incredible.
And look at the depth. Like, look at the depth of the cape. Like, we're looking at a side profile. It doesn't really go back further than the rest of the base, which is incredible in itself.
No, it's pretty flush.
It's pretty flush.
It is pretty flush.
Like I said, those few tips that do stick out, you know, past the back. I'm wondering if you can like heat those up and bend them forward.
It's just that far corner pieces, like what Dan's looking at right now. Those pieces go back.
Right here.
Yep, that one right there goes back a little bit further.
But that has the most flex.
But the rest of the cape itself, it's pretty amazing that it's pretty flush.
Yeah, it's awesome. Wow.
Let's see. I think
does Renee not know that I'm on a live stream right now?
Oh, come on, Renee.
Come on.
Look at this beautiful piece of art that's in your house now. It's just awesome. I think you guys probably are ready for the chest emblems. There it is again, right there. I love it. I love it.
That's funny.
Dan taking some screens there.
I am on set right now. And
hey, Renee. Hi there.
Hi guys, how are you?
We're good. Look at this beautiful piece of art in your house. Look at this thing.
Yeah, you see this? Look at this thing.
Wait, he's missing something.
I know he's missing his head.
Yeah.
Dan, put your head back on there.
Yeah.
You have oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. All right, I'll call you back.
Love you guys. Have fun.
I love you. Bye. Okay.
That's awesome.
She's in St. Louis.
Oh, very cool. Well, you guys have been traveling this week, big time then.
Big time. Yep.
Made it back. You made it pretty back fast though.
Yeah, I was in Texas. I just got home about an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, I was going to say that's crazy. Hopefully that flight was a little smoother.
Yes, it was. Thank you. Yes.
Okay, good.
Thank God.
Yeah, thank God.
All right.
All right, what are we doing next? The chest emblems or the
chest plates?
Chest heads. Okay.
So this is the deluxe, guys, and with the deluxe, you do get the 2 chest plates. Me personally, I like the round because that's what the comic book has on it. I think a lot of people are going to like the one that Dan has on his right now. But you can do both. The regular comes with the oval emblem. This is the a little bit more modern. So there you can see the difference of the two.
So, yeah, there you go.
So would you say that emblem's kind of like a new 52 emblem, kind of with the with the gold around the outside edge?
It's
actually from Rebirth.
Rebirth. Yeah. Oh, that's what I meant. Rebirth. I'm sorry, Rebirth.
Yeah.
Yeah. These magnets are really strong. Which I like.
Nice. Yeah, that thing just clicked right in, real nice.
I am curious as to which one you guys like the best.
Flew right out of my hand.
I really, whenever I ordered this, I thought this was the one that Dan has would be my favorite, but I ended up going with just the traditional oval.
You know what? The gold on the Rebirth emblem matches the belt better.
Correct.
Yeah.
But I think I like the splash of color with the yellow.
I do too. And again, it matches the artwork.
Yeah.
But that is a nitpick where the emblem and the belt does not match the color.
Yeah.
But on the bigger emblem, it does.
I think I like the bigger emblem.
You like the bigger one?
Yeah, I think I like the bigger one.
I think I like I thought I was going to like the bigger one. I think I like the smaller one.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt.
Huh.
You know what's really good? The emblems like hug the chest perfectly to where they look like they don't even come off. Like they sculpted it like perfectly, so it like keys in perfectly. Which
is crazy to think that they did that with 2 completely different sculpts. I mean, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, let me try the other one.
Yeah. Do not poke an eye out, Dan. You thought the bat bike was bad.
So little hint toward what's coming with the display. Nice. This one's going to be displayed in, I believe, I have to get it together to make sure, but in close proximity to the Alex Ross 125 canvas that I just purchased.
Ooh, beautiful.
And And I think this.
Oh my
emblem
God,
is better
the purple tones with the purple base.
Yep.
That is, oh my God, it's perfect, Dan.
Yep.
I just
That's
put that
what I'm
together.
hoping.
I just put that together.
Yep.
That's going to be
That's what I'm
incredible.
hoping.
I actually
Absolutely
love those
incredible.
two colors together. My previous setup in this living space, like all my throw pillows were purple and turquoise.
That's
Oh,
cool.
really?
Yeah, we just got rid of that setup. We redid everything, but I don't know. I just love that color combination, which is why I'm super excited about the Jimenez Joker and now this piece with all those like purple and blue tones to it. It's really nice.
Eric, did you order Punchline too?
No, I was thinking about it. She's not going to fit where I want to put her, so I gotta
I know the
be
feeling.
careful.
Ooh, speaking of purple, that would maybe look really good next to this guy, Dan,
Yeah, it would.
with the Joker and the purple and all. Oh, it would be it'd be pretty awesome little corner.
They all complement.
I could literally see
Compliment
Dan
each other
thinking,
nice.
okay, how could I make that fit? How could I make it work?
I am thinking.
I could see it in your face.
Yeah. We'll see.
All right, Henry with this might be a little premature here, Henry, but Dan, do you like this over your White Knight Bat Cycle? Oof. Because I have stated, in my opinion, I do like this piece better than the Bat Bike, just because of its incredible presence. But it's a close second to me.
Boy, when I stand back and look at this, I mean, it is. I mean, you can't argue that this has certainly more presence just from the size of it.
Just the size and the flow of it. And you don't even have the head on yet.
I don't have his head on yet.
Yeah.
And he's pretty freaking magnificent.
Yep.
I mean, the complexity of the White Knight has something going for it too. I kind of, I like the intricacy of it.
Yep.
But from a presence standpoint, if you're looking for a centerpiece,
yep,
this one definitely wins the day.
Like I said, your eye will instantly go to this piece every time.
Anybody who comes in the room, this is the first piece they're going to see, guaranteed.
Guaranteed every time. And you have incredible pieces in your collection.
I have a few. Yeah.
Yeah, without question.
Yeah.
Do you get that same vibe, Eric? I mean, do you feel like just like it's like a wow factor piece?
I mean, yeah, look at the cape right now on the camera. It's freaking insane.
It's nuts.
I've seen Dan's White Knight Bat Cycle, and I thought that cape was massive. This cape is like,
oh yeah,
way bigger.
1.5 times, if not twice as big.
Oh, it's definitely it's probably more than twice. Excuse me, more than twice the size.
It's crazy the backside of that sculpt of the cape. Like it's just I don't know how they were able to achieve it, but like how hard would that have been to sculpt that thing? It's just nuts.
This thing had to come out of the mold in a semi-pliable state and then hardened or something, because it just I don't even know how they got this out of a mold.
I don't
It looks
either.
like it's in like 3 different sections. And what's interesting, one of the things I'm noticing is like, so Dan, let me know if yours is like that. Like on this side, like it has like this very fine like leather texture, but then once you switch over to the next panel where the seam line is, like this whole section, it kind of like loses that texture and just it's more like smooth looking.
Well, part of it's got to be polystone because the torso is polystone.
Yes, Eric, I see what you're saying, and that's true.
It sounds like plastic. I'm knocking on it. It literally sounds like I'm knocking on my tire well.
Yeah,
My car,
Yeah.
like the walls of my
It
tire
does.
wells.
I said earlier, it reminds me of like a Kotobukiya piece, like that kind of material that they use, that harder pliable plastic.
Yeah, which I don't mind. If this was polystone, I'd be nervous right now with this breaking.
Austin Windmer says this piece is unique in its own way on top of it being a Fabok design. I couldn't agree more. I mean, it's just such a unique piece with the cape.
Yep.
It's just
Okay,
crazy.
portrait
time. Yep, you guys got 4 portraits to deal with here.
Okay.
Again, my personal favorites are the looking down portrait and also the looking to the side with the 5 o'clock shadow.
That's the one I've been thinking is going to be my favorite.
Yeah, I think you're going to like, I think specifically you're going to like those 2 the best.
Okay. I don't know which one this is, but he's looking straight.
Okay, so yeah, that's just the straight on portrait. And this you get with the regular. Straight on. And that one is my least favorite.
This looks exactly like Fabok's artwork. It's like
It
insane.
really does. Like those 3 Jokers covers.
Okay, this is the one where he's looking straight.
Yeah, that's the straight one. And it looks good, but it's my least favorite.
Yeah, I feel like when he's on the rooftop, he should be like looking down. I think.
Yeah.
You know?
Which this,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
if you have this on your bottom shelf, you're probably going to want the straight out looking one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dan started out with the looking down portrait. Again, that's my favorite.
Okay, so here's another thing that I'm noticing in terms of photography.
Yes.
So one of the question marks I've had in my head is there were pictures that I saw of this where the head almost looked too big for the body.
Yeah.
That is not true.
Not true.
No. Yeah. No, it's fine.
It's the proportions look really good.
So
Wow.
Dan, take a step to your left, just like you had it. That's the angle right there.
Yeah, I mean that's an awesome angle.
Like when you have it, and again, this is like, I don't know if you can see mine, but I've got it just slightly off to the side, where it's just slightly tilted. And again, my camera's a little bit, it's more like, I don't know. Well, anyway, it's at an angle.
How high is the shelf that yours is on?
Let me go check. If I've got my tape measure. I don't know if I've got my tape measure in here still. I might have to get it to you. It's about hip high to me. I think I have my tape measure upstairs. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's all right. I'm just curious.
My wife needed it the other day.
Okay.
But about hip high.
I do like that looking down one.
Yeah. It's by far my favorite.
I'm gonna try. It's funny that they put the scruff on the looking sideways one.
Just on the one.
Yeah, that's funny.
Just on the one. So this is the scruff one is my second favorite. Is it not keying in good?
There
it went.
You know what? I'm noticing that with mine too, that the heads don't fit perfectly. At least one of them so far doesn't fit perfectly.
This one took a second.
Might just need to be the right angle again just to get it.
I kind of like that one too, though, Chris.
I was going to say that's my second favorite.
And the reason I like it is, and I have to just see once I get it into place, if I can see enough of his face to be happy with the looking down one.
And that's the main thing is that these four give you options depending on where you have it placed.
Yeah.
And so that is really. Brad just said, Chris, what is the volume of the shelf that it's on? Well, that's going to be a whole nother conversation. I don't know how to figure that out.
So I actually really like the scruffy portrait. However, where I plan to put him, but the way he's looking, he would be looking out of the room and not like towards the back of my collection here. So that might look weird.
Some people are commenting that your camera is blurry. Eric has had some issues with their internet tonight. They had a power outage, so that might be causing part of it. Like right now, it looks clearer than it did. So I don't know. Maybe it was just.
Yeah, sorry guys, it's looking clear on my end. So I apologize.
It's better now.
Oh, that's interesting. So the one with the teeth, the one where he's kind of got his mouth open just a little, is facing the other way.
Correct.
Huh.
Yeah. So again, it gives you options. That is my third favorite, with the straight on portrait looking straight.
Yeah.
But I don't love the teeth.
Yeah, I don't love the teeth either. It just seems like a kind of a little bit of an odd expression.
I feel like if they had done the same gruff look going the other way, I think I would have liked that better. But I know they were trying to change it up a little bit.
Right.
But yeah, I'm not like Ryan says, I'm not a fan of the teeth one either. So
that would have been perfect. I wish he was looking left with the scruff, so he'd be staring at my collection.
Exactly. That's what I wish they had done two of that same type of portrait.
Yeah. It's really nicely painted.
What do you think of the looking straight one, Dan? That one's my least favorite.
It's your least favorite?
My least favorite.
Really? I kind of agree with Eric. God, it reminds me a lot of that Three Jokers variant.
It really does. It looks so much like that cover.
It looks exactly like it.
Oh, maybe I don't know. Maybe I like this one better than the teeth. I'm just not a big fan of the teeth one either.
No.
But
I mean, the sculpt is good, but I just don't like the expression.
But for me, it's the one that Eric has on right now. I think that one's really good, and I really like the one looking down. But you can't go wrong with any of these, really. I mean, they all look great on the statue. What do you think, Danny? You liking that one better?
Actually, I like that I can see his face more.
Yeah.
What kind of height are you going to have him at? Are you going to have him at waist high?
He's going to be at least waist high.
So, like on something like where you have the Batman Who Laughs back there, will it be that high?
Yeah.
Okay, I think you're going to be fine then, with either portrait.
You know, it's funny. I mean, I've got, I think my ceilings are 9.5 or 10 feet, and you can't have them too high.
No, you can't. Not with this. You cannot. I was going to say you've been in my back cave. I don't have a very high ceiling either.
Yeah.
And you know, I've got maybe 2 feet. That's about it.
Yeah. But wow, the presence on this thing. I mean, we all probably overuse the term presence in this hobby, but this one truly has it. You know what would have been cool, I have to say, and I know I don't use my light up features a lot, if that front window of the building lit up.
That would have been
cool.
That would have been super cool.
It would be cool if it had some spotlights on it too coming up. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I purchased some like little spotlights for the bottom to light it up, like the dramatic lighting from below.
That's a great idea. I'll steal that idea.
Yeah, it's a great idea. Kai says it depends on how placement determines on which head sculpt. I agree 100%. I think that if you depending on where you have it in the room or what you have it mixed around with, I mean, maybe you want Batman looking at like I have Killer Croc back here, so I could have Batman staring right at Killer Croc with that portrait that Dan has on.
Yeah.
Or if I had him on the other corner of the room, maybe I'd want him looking the other direction or whatever. So that's the great thing about this.
Yep.
Henry's saying, can we call this a grail? For me personally, I mean, it's a little early, but I still feel like, to me, it's my favorite piece in my collection. I look at it constantly. I look at it compared to other pieces. I feel like it has a wow factor. I feel like it has movement. I don't know what about you guys? Like where is it in terms of wow factor? I mean, could you see it becoming a grail status?
Yeah, it's definitely huge. Yeah, like you said, going back to that Superman Hush, I think it has that status as well.
Yeah, I do as well. Chris, I just stepped away to look at the box. I couldn't remember the ES. So this is only 500. That's not a big ES for a Batman statue.
Not for Batman.
And I know that's 500 of the DX, and I'm sure there's probably 1,000, but you know how that goes. I mean,
I do.
So I think for a statue like this of this impact to only have a 500 ES, the same way that I believe the White Knight is too. I think the one thing this one even has going further for it, the White Knight is a smidge more of an acquired taste.
Correct.
Yeah.
Where this is kind of, slow pitch right down the middle. So, he's frozen.
Oh.
Well, it had to happen. Lasted 65 minutes. It was bound to happen. But no, Eric, I'm really happy with the depth. I think that's another surprising aspect of this. This is going to fit probably more easily than most people suspected.
I think so too. That's what stopped me from pre-ordering it last year was the measurements of the depth.
Yeah. Which completely understandable. I mean, the thing looked massive. Every picture we saw, it just looked like crazy depth. But
yeah.
I apologize for my freeze, gentlemen.
No worries.
Jay says, Chris, what Joker would pair well with this Fabblock Batman? So my plan is with my setup here, I've got Joker and Batman on each side. My plan was I'm getting in the Joker Say Cheese. And I know that that's not everybody's cup of tea, but it is a Fabblock portrait along with a Jim Lee portrait and one other. I can't remember what the other one is, but that's how I'm going to at least attempt to pair it up. I don't know how well this would pair up next to the Bermejo Joker. I think it might be maybe okay. He's just so short.
The colors. I have a thought about that.
What do you got?
What do you think of being a rooftop scene? What do you think about the Arkham Knight Joker, where he's on a rooftop?
You know, it might work. It absolutely might work.
You know,
I can do that. I can move him over.
Do you have that? Oh, that one. There's the other one too. There's the one where he's like on the stairs as well.
he's on the staircase. That one would too. It's got nice height to it.
I mean, I said it earlier. I know he's sitting down, but the Jimenez Joker, I think, because like even I'm looking under the lighting. Like even though his suit is gray, I'm seeing like these like purple. It's almost like an indigo gray, to where like you see like these purple and blue hues.
Yeah,
The light reflects off of it. It's almost like it's not as pronounced as the building, but you do see like subtle hints of like purples and blues within the costume itself.
I think there's going to be a lot of good options. Again, for me, it's just I know not everybody loves say cheese in the base, but it is a Fabbox sculpt, so I think it would work well. The only thing about the Jimenez Joker, which I'm incredibly excited about, is that this is a rooftop and that one's not. And I don't really know. Joker has kind of got that same. The say cheese piece has that same kind of smoke billowing up around the gas.
Oh, that's true too.
So it's kind of a similar look, kind of a similar theme. So that's what I'm going to try, because I don't know where else I'd put it otherwise. So that's what I'm going to try. But again, there's a lot of really great options in the pipeline, and there's always going to be more Jokers. So if there's not a Joker that you like right now, like Dan, you don't like say cheese, but.
And again, anatomy.
Right. Exactly.
I love the portraits. There's just something off about the body. And it's just, to me, it's to my eye, right? So, and that's all that matters. It depends on how it registers with you. But
I got the famous Ledger in the house. He says, when I saw the statue for the first time, it was weird as it was placed at head high. And like Eric's portrait is looking down. So, I know Ledger liked it a lot. My wife, the first thing she said was, and my wife, I need to have her on the channel just for brutally honest comments, because her first thought is like, oh, it's Marilyn Monroe. That was the first thing she saw. She's like, oh, his skirt's blowing up. It's like, no, this is iconic Batman. But it's
this is the cover right here. I mean,
that's it. I mean, that angle right there that Eric has, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
I mean, that is identical to the cover. It's really quite incredible. And so I do think that this one's going to pair up with a lot of great pieces. I mean, you can really pair it up with any Joker if you want, or any villain. Obviously, we've kind of debated that they have the new Fabbox that comes with the Penguin, that one. And I still have not pre-ordered that one yet. I am getting the Batman versus Joker, which might be in the middle somewhere. I might put it in the middle, and then the two Batman and Jokers flanked on the sides. And that's kind of how I've envisioned my display. But again, this is clearly a piece you can pair up or easily be a standalone.
Oh, for sure.
Put this in a corner, a highlight of your collection.
Yep.
I think and that angle right now that Dan has it at, I feel like that is the optimal angle for it.
Yeah, I really like that portrait too.
If you can do that portrait or looking down portrait at that angle, I think that is the money shot right there.
Yeah, he's impressive.
Or I mean, if you can do it straight on, like Eric's looks really great straight on too, right? Just like that.
Yep.
So I'm going to have him at waist height, but when I sit on my couches, it's a little bit lower, so he should be looking. I should be able to see his face.
Yeah, just like that. And we're gonna swing the camera and show us where you're gonna put it.
Yeah, so I actually have it cleared off right now, and I can try to do a live carry of the statue over there.
I don't know if I like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a brave man right there.
Oh gee.
Hey, I see you have a poison ivy collection over there too.
Yeah, that's my wife's the crazy plant lady.
You should put a poison ivy statue in there and see if she notices.
I should.
I think that'd be hilarious. I love it. So Dan, you're sticking with the bigger Batman chest emblem, I see.
I really like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. And you know what though? I like the other one too. I could swap it out certainly.
It's easy.
But I really like this.
And that's what's great about the pieces like that, is that so easy to swap out, change it up every once in a while. It's like getting a new statue every couple months.
Oh yeah.
Just awesome. Let's see. Superman's asking Chris, does the Prime 1 Batman Dark Detective look good to you guys? Pre-order starting October 20th. I will be doing a hit or miss video on that. I've already got it half done, so I'm just waiting on prices, which we should have tomorrow morning. I forgot that piece was quarter scale, but I think it looks really good.
Me too.
Yeah, I
It
don't
does look really good. I have to be honest, I'm not familiar with the story.
Me either.
But it does look really good.
And I really like that they're offering it in 2 different versions. They're offering actually kind of 4 different versions, really, depending on the deluxe or not. But you can get the regular suit, or you can get this completely separate version with the coat.
Oh, with the leather coat, right?
And I like the coat. I think the coat looks really cool on him.
Yep, I agree.
Ryan says, or Eric could put Swamp Thing in the plant setup. Yeah, you just go over to Delaney's house and steal his Swamp Thing.
There you go.
Yeah, the oval is a bit on the smaller side, and I think that's why maybe that they wanted to give another option, because it is kind of smallish. But obviously they wanted to stay true to the art. But I love the fact that they offered a bigger, more modern Batman logo for that, which is great. But yeah, look how great these 2 screens look. I mean, they just look phenomenal.
I mean, yeah.
All right, pray for me.
You're really going to do this, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
I gotta know.
Oh man, Levi's back. Says, Chris, can we get 50 likes so we can get a Vampirilla now? He wants me to order that one so bad. Oh Lord, where would I?
Has the attraction for that one cooled down a little bit, or?
I still really would like to have her. I just don't have a clue where I'd put her.
Yeah.
And it's as simple as that. It's not a money thing. It's just I don't know where she would go. I mean, would you mix her with the Batman villains? I mean, that's the thing is
that would drive me nuts.
It would drive me nuts too.
It'd be like sticking an Iron Man in the middle of your collection room.
I know.
It's a great statue, but
right. But if I wasn't the Batman statue collector and I was just the buy whatever the hell I want statue collector,
yeah, right.
it would be different. But Ryan just says, Eric is playing with fire.
I'm waiting for the ceiling fan to slow down before I pick him up. Hold on.
Yes.
Mind you, I'm attached by microphone wires, so pray that I don't trip.
Yeah, please do not trip. Colton says, great to hear that everybody loves it. Can't wait for it to get here. So, I get canned all the time because I'm too positive. So you got 2 more reviews from 2 awesome guys that both really like the statue.
I'd tell you if I didn't,
Yep.
Like I said, the thing with the foot, I mean, I would tell you, the other piece that you mentioned, Chris, that it was another, positive kind of commentary from you that is very, very true, is the texturing on this statue is really good. The texture on his suit, the way that they laid in some of the cross hatching that Jason uses in his drawing techniques, really ties it to him. The wrinkling of the costume around his waist and in his abs area and whatnot is really good. So from a detail standpoint, it does look more detailed in person than it does in any pictures or video. No matter how good, if it's a 4K video, high HD video, the texturing on the stupid base looks way better in person.
Yeah.
So,
we've been hearing that from a lot of people comment-wise lately. It's like, some of these pieces, yes, they look good on video, or sometimes they look good-ish in photos.
Yeah.
But I'm here to tell you guys, these pieces look so much better in person than anything we can bring on camera.
Yeah.
And if you think it looks good on camera, just know that it's going to look even better in person.
Yeah.
A great example to that was the Heath Ledger Joker that we bought from Prime 1.
Oh. Okay.
That is a piece that I know at least initially, Dan, you passed on that one, and through some needling, some convincing. It's just a piece that doesn't translate on camera. It doesn't translate in photos until you get it in person and you see it. And it changes your mind.
It's very true.
Want to give a shout out to our good friend Jeff Morris. He said, just got in here to watch this move with the big eyeballs. It went pretty smoothly, actually.
So the cape barely touches my canvas, so I might have to.
Could you just scoot the table out just a slight bit from the wall?
Yeah, it just barely clears it, which is fine. Let me see with the smoke.
Yeah, that's the thing, is you don't want the smoke hanging off the front too far. Levi says, just get Vampirilla and place her in the middle of the room for no reason. There you go.
Yeah, she could just be on your table there, Chris, just all the time.
Sure, all the time.
She can be your co-host.
Yeah, right, sure, why not? It'll probably get a lot of views. I mean, it's a half-naked vampire, so it's not bad.
Half-naked? How about mostly naked?
Yeah, mostly naked. Yeah, that's right. I was being generous, I guess.
Yeah.
Ricardo says, hi guys, late to the party, but which companies did you buy your statues from? I got more points with Prime 1, but I like ordering from Sideshow. So I personally ordered from Sideshow, and Dan?
Yeah, I did as well. Sideshow.
And Eric?
Sideshow.
Yep, all from Sideshow. So, but Prime 1's great to order from too. They have a great point program, and sometimes the shipping might be. That's the thing about this one. Shipping for me was $451. I don't remember what Dan's was. It was up there.
$519.
Yeah. So it used to be where it was like a no-brainer to order from Sideshow because of the lower shipping cost. However, if you order from Prime 1 direct, you do have to look at shipping. Yes, but you don't have to pay tax. And so that is something right there. Whereas you do have to pay tax at Sideshow. So it's just, you have to do your math, guys. You have to look at both websites and see which is going to be more affordable for you, or which one you want to get it from quicker. Because Prime 1 does have a little bit quicker option, but you're going to pay for that.
Yeah.
Somebody's asking for a height measurement. I don't know if you guys have a tape measure handy.
I got it.
Also, Scott is asking, how deep is your shelf, Eric? How deep is that shelf?
I do have a tape measure.
Right.
After this, I'm actually going to be doing a review. Should hopefully be up by tomorrow or Friday. It's today, Wednesday.
Jeff, my shipping was $451 for mine, $519 for Dan.
40.5 inches.
Yeah, say Rylex just said 41, so it's about 40.5, 41-ish.
Yep.
Pauly's Hideout says, I recommend Sideshow because of their customer service. If I buy something as big as expensive as a statue like that, it's a far better peace of mind knowing they'll take care of you if there's a defect. Prime 1 will too, but it's a much more complicated process if you're not in America.
40.5 for the height on mine also, if you want to
Okay.
double measurement. So I'm going to go straight from the wall. So I have about like a ½ inch on my wall right now of clearance. Just because the canvas is in the way. But
Okay.
So the actual shelf that he's on now is 15.5 inches.
Eric, is that to the wall? Is that to the wall or is that the shelf itself?
That's just the shelf. So now going to the wall. So to the wall, to the tip of my shelf is 17.5. And if I go out to the smoke, I have the smoke like hovering over the table a little bit, is about 19 inches from the wall to the tip of the smoke.
Which is still not too bad.
Perfect.
No, but the shelf, my shelf itself, what did I say, 15 and a half? That's
15.
That's not
So
bad.
it's very doable.
Yeah.
Superman is saying shipping to Texas is estimated at $502.
To Texas and only $17 more to New Hampshire.
Right. And it was $451 to Kansas, which is 2 states north of me.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
Huh.
Crazy.
The width of just the base is about 17 without the bats and the cape.
Yeah, really, it's that far pointy of the cape that's the problem, where it just goes a little bit deeper.
This one.
Yeah, and when you told me in your after you did your review how that cape, that tip aims more towards the back, I was like, perfect, because where I plan to put them, I have that back ledge of the
you have that
wall.
extra space right there. Yeah, it's perfect.
It wraps around there.
Yeah, it's actually really perfect. It worked out great.
Well, like I said, I'm wondering if you could heat this up and like bend it a little bit forward.
You might be able to.
Yep.
Scott says, wow, it fits with the smoke and everything on a 15.5 inch shelf. I was thinking it was at least 3 to 4 inches deeper. And that's what we all thought. Like we all thought when we originally got those measurements, we're like, how the hell are you going to display this thing? But yeah, I mean, it's this one. I don't know if they've made some changes since the prototype, which they might have if they were originally going to plan on polystone and then they were able to do a flex material, which I think is brilliant. I would love for them to do this cape every single time now.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, and it
I
might
can
not
see.
look great if it's a draped cape, but like,
Sure.
I mean, I'm thinking of like the one that the Pattinson one that we're getting. That's a fabric cape, and I don't think it would look good sculpted, necessarily. Although I do like, I love the sculpted cape on the Jim Lee one.
Jim Lee. Yep.
I love that.
Yeah, that'll
sculpted.
be interesting to see what that comes in material wise.
I think it's going to be okay. You used to have the Arkham Scarecrow, right?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be exactly what that little skirt thing was.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
going to be that exact material, that
I
lightweight,
hope it is.
textured.
Yep.
Yep, that's exactly what it looks like to me.
It's kind of foolish not to.
It would
Because
be.
all it does is add weight and fragility and
Yep, and stress.
And stress, right?
And
Exactly.
stress.
Yep.
So without a doubt, from the base to the top of Batman's head. I don't know what that would help you with, though, Ricardo, because you can't take the cape off. Yeah,
that's true.
but we
Yeah,
could get it for you here. Just the base to the top of Batman's head.
31.
31. Yeah, Ryan says, give me a PVC cape any day over polystone. I could not agree more. I mean, if it looks bad, I can see that, but they're doing, I mean, you can't tell that's PVC.
No.
I'm at 30 inches with the portrait looking down.
Oh, okay.
Oh, looking down. Okay.
Looking down, yeah.
I don't know if it's
Yeah.
a difference, but that's what I'm getting.
So I mean, really, I don't know what else there is to say about this piece. It's a beautiful piece.
Yep.
I have been recommending it since the day I got it in. Again, if anybody's interested, there I have pinned the link up above. That does help support us. So thank you guys for anybody that uses it. It does ship today from Sideshow. Yes, shipping is going to be a lot, so do factor that in.
Yeah.
But like Dan and Eric said earlier, I really truly believe that this is going to be a piece that people kick themselves.
Yep.
You know, and Dan, I'm going to come back to you, and I know this is one that you again originally passed on a little bit,
Mhm.
and I'm so glad that you changed your mind, because
Yeah.
I feel like this would have been a piece where you would have been like, crap, I should have got it.
Yep.
And I don't think it's going to be around much longer. I really don't. Once people see how good it is, and people see it in stores, like I think it was Thomas Nielsen the other day in the Facebook group said, it's like, I didn't really know about it. Like I was like, and then he saw it in person and he bought it on the spot.
Yep.
And it's because you sometimes you just have to see these things in person to see the presence that they offer. So congratulations just to anybody that gets it. And again, my biggest recommendation is to go out and get it if you can.
Yep.
Any final thoughts you guys want to say about these pieces before we wrap it up tonight?
What's your edition number? What number did you guys get?
No.
Where's my box?
I don't have my box with me.
I have 93.
93. Okay. Mine's
What do you
222.
Yeah, I feel like mine was like maybe like 101 maybe.
Okay.
So it's pretty low. I mean, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I'll try to find the box and see if I can let you guys
Doesn't
know.
matter. Just curious.
Yeah, I mean, usually we're pretty close.
Yeah, I know. Usually they ship together. but
Yeah,
that's-
I was gonna say usually, yeah, we do that.
Yeah. So awesome piece, guys. Like I said, from my perspective, I think just the piece that, as a stickler again for anatomy and just for scaling and those pieces, this thing looks awesome. There were pictures where I said didn't look right. The head size looked too big. It just looks strange. Don't let it fool you. It is proportioned extremely well. It's textured well. The paint looks awesome and very clean. I'm just kind of looking around his belt. Yeah, I shouldn't say it's a no-brainer, because no collectible nice to have at $2,100
Right.
is a no-brainer. It's a brainer.
It's a brainer. If you can afford it, if you can swing it,
Yep.
worth it.
Yeah, for sure.
But there are a lot of great Batmans out there at a lot of great price points.
Yep.
So that's the best thing. ES, I believe I was told, I saw somebody's post $499 earlier. I think Dan said 500 earlier. I'm not sure.
It's 500 on the box.
Yeah. So, I mean, I would go with the box.
So if you ordered from the Prime One Studios website, you get the Bermejo art print, which is signed.
Not Bermejo.
Sorry.
Yeah, Fabox.
Yeah, Fabox.
Which is nice. That is cool. But
My other question is that both of you at one point, and actually all three of us at one point, had the one that Eric just sold, the new 52 Batman.
Mhm.
How do you think this one compares to that piece? Because that was a really dynamic cape piece.
Yeah, but this is better.
Yeah.
So
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Eric.
No, so earlier today I had the new 52 right in this same exact spot, and it took up more room than this third scale statue.
Isn't that crazy?
Just because the cape shot out, to the side to where this just goes up, and it's so flat to the wall, it just fits perfect.
Oh, I'm sorry. Rylick said $4.99 was just a joke if Eric dropped his. Then it would turn, it would go down to $4.99. Okay, now I get it. Okay, now I get it.
That was good. That was good.
That is good. I love it. That was funny. I'm sorry I missed that. Edison just went back and he looked at my review. My number was 108. So thank you very much, Edison, for going back and checking. Thank you. I love you guys on the chat. You guys are absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. But again, congratulations to Eric. Congratulations to Dan. I'm so glad that both of actually, I'm glad all three of us have it because it's I think it's an awesome piece. I'm so glad that the enabling continued because I'm just happy you guys have it. Jeff.
Freeze number 2.
Freeze 2.
Yeah, I'm just happy he fits where I planned on putting him because
Yeah.
I think the website said he was like 22 inches deep, and
Yeah.
that's a lot.
I don't even know. That must be turned at a certain angle or something because there's really not
Maybe-
a way that I don't know. Maybe to the smoke?
I don't know. Maybe they changed the design of the cape because maybe the cape was originally going back more, or
Would have
I
been
don't know.
fairly easy for them to do that, I would think, given this material.
yeah, you could definitely flex it forward.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
It's all right.
But I think
So
the
Chester has
biggest
15
advice I think I would have is if you're at all on the fence, do it. Just do it. If you're on the fence, do it.
And sooner than later.
And sooner than later. Yep.
This would make a great Christmas gift for somebody. So, spouses, if you're watching this and have always wanted to get something, get this.
Get this. Yeah.
Get this. This would wow them. This would absolutely would. So, anyway, congratulations to you both. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, getting to admire this incredible statue in your collection. So let's see, coming up soon, maybe this weekend, I might be unboxing the Superman prototype, quarter scale and maybe 6 scale from XM. So that's probably what's coming up next for me. I'm trying to think of anything else. Anything else you have coming up on your channel, Eric?
Probably this guy. I'm going to review him tonight.
Okay.
And try to get that up for tomorrow or Friday.
Okay. So definitely.
Then just a bunch of repair videos. I'm doing a lot of repairs this week.
And you are busy.
Yeah, I'm booked for about a month or two. I gave people quotes about a month or two ago, and I never heard back from them. And then just a whole bunch of boxes showed up my doorstep last week.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Unmentioned, so I'm a little booked right now.
That's crazy. Also, Ryan brings up a Rogues auction next week. It'll be our Halloween show. So we are going to be, I think Dan was Batman Who Laughed last year, weren't you? I think if I remember right, it was creepy as could be.
Batman Damned. I was Batman Damned.
That's what I meant. Batman Damned. That's right. So that was a lot of fun. So again, we have some, tricks up our sleeves that evening. So, and I know we have a lot of great stuff to auction off, including some great stuff from New York Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Got a couple statues and things like that. So you're not going to want to miss that show. Again, 1 week from tonight, guys, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then a week after that, we've got special guest Daniel Bell coming on and showing us how he sculpted the Joker and the Dark Knight Returns pieces from Sideshow. So that'll be a blast.
Super exciting.
Yeah, that'll be great. So anyway, a little programming note for you guys. Again, congratulations to Dan and Eric. Thanks for joining me tonight. And we'll see you all soon in the Batcave. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching. Good night.